Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be doing something Easter related, since today when I'm uploading this video it should be Easter Day, at least for Australia. So I thought I would do the 3 most shocking real life Easter horror stories. So since you guys know I don't like you guys waiting, let's just get straight into the video. So this first story is about Dana Ewell. When 21-year-old rich kid Dana Ewell learned he would not receive his $7.9 million inheritance until he was 35, he set a devious plan in motion to expedite the process. Ewell, who had been living with his millionaire parents as well as his sister Tiffany, derived a plot to brutally execute his family. The plan took place on Easter Sunday 1999. The bodies of Dale Glee and Tiffany Ewell were discovered in their ranch home in Fresno, California, and each were dead from gunshot wounds. Dale was shot in the back as he entered the home, unaware of his dead wife and daughter. Crime scene evidence suggested a murder for hire scheme, and authorities quickly focused their investigation on their surviving son, Dana. At the time of the murder, Dana was away with his girlfriend and her parents. However, with the testimony of Ernest Jack Ponce, authorities were able to connect him to the crime. According to Ponce, he and Dana's classmate, Joel Radovict, were offered a share of the $7.9 million if they committed the crime. Dana Ewell and his 2 accomplices were all sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. That was a bit of a shocking one. I am actually reading these as I'm telling you guys. You guys know I like to do that. I don't really like reading them prior. I like to just read them as I'm telling you guys, so I sort of feel exactly what you guys are feeling when you first hear about it. But yeah, so that one was crazy. Let's get on to the next one. So the next one is called Chicago Easter Slangs. Gang violence was at its all-time high in Chicago, 2014, and Easter weekend was no exception. During the Holy Weekend, 45 people were shot, 9 were killed and 36 were injured from gun violence. 5 of the victims between the ages of 11 to 15 years old, and several had been shot while playing at a park next to an elementary school. One 16-year-old victim was even shot outside of his church. The weekend of violence prompted the FBI to inform the Violent Crimes Unit to focus on gun violence in the Chicago area. This year, as homicides continued to grow in the city, community leaders created a Thou Shalt Not Murder campaign urging individuals to end the violence. The community hopes to have a murder-free Easter this year. So that one was a little bit sad. A bunch of kids from age 11 to 15, and then a 16-year-old was shot outside of his church. That's probably the worst thing someone could possibly do on Easter. That's so horrific. I can't even imagine that. But yeah, so let's get on to the next one. This will be the last one that I'll be telling you guys about, which is the Easter Sunday Massacre. James Rupert never felt good enough, and his insecurities led him to murder. On Easter Sunday in 1975, Rupert walked downstairs of the home he shared with his mother and slaughtered 11 members of his family. He first entered the kitchen with a .357 Magnum and a .22 caliber handgun and began firing. At one point, he sat on the couch in the living room and took out 4 of his nieces and nephews one by one. The victims included the 65-year-old mother, Charity, his 42-year-old brother Leonard, and Leonard's family. According to reports, Rupert was brought to his breaking point after his mother threatened to kick him out if he didn't straighten up his life. It is believed he resented Leonard for being more successful than him in life. He is serving 2 life sentences now and was recently denied parole for one of the deadliest shootings in history. Wow. So guys, that was the end of the stories. So I want to know what you guys think about those. I've never heard of any of these. I'm guessing, yeah, they're all not from Australia, so I don't know any of them, but they're kind of insane. I've never understood why people do this sort of stuff, and on one of the most celebrated days of the year, that's so cruel to do that. People don't want to be looking on the news and seeing that, a family slaughtered or a bunch of shootings at anywhere, on Easter. How disrespectful is that? I find that so disgusting. But yeah, anyway, this should be the end of the video. So I want to know your guys' opinion on these stories that I told you guys. You can also DM me on Instagram or TikTok, or you can even write your own opinion, what you guys think about the story, in the comments section below. But yeah, so make sure you subscribe if you're new and you want to be part of my YouTube channel, and if you guys do subscribe, you might as well turn on those post notifications while you're at it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!